Hey, it's Kendall with BlackOvis, and I'm in Kentucky, first week in November, annual whitetail trip. As you guys may or may not know, I live in Utah, based in Utah. I'm a Western hunter, but I love whitetail hunting, and so I make a journey out here twice a year on a farm that some friends and I are on the lease. Actually, these friends were customers of Camel Fire and BlackOvis. So I just got into saddle hunting last year. I think my eagerness for saddle hunting came twofold. Number one, I wanted to go where no man has gone before. Basically, even on this property, there's stands here and there that we've put up, but there's also zones that I want to be in. It's kind of that next ridgeitis if you've hunted in the West and you just want to go see what's in the next basin. So that was probably my first motivation. My second motivation was I really enjoyed or thought the idea of being lighter weight and mobile was super fascinating, and I've used that in some of my Western hunts, and I'm excited to try and kill an elk with my saddle setup. So I'm going to talk to you about the saddle hunting setup from Hawk that we sell on BlackOvis and what you're going to need if you're starting out. Again, I'm not the world's greatest expert on saddle hunting, but I do absolutely love it, and I've done it this week. Every sit's been a saddle hunting sit. So when you buy this system from Hawk, you get the harness, and I'll go over this in just 1 second. You get the platform, and then you can buy the sticks separately. And these are the Helium Sticks, they come as a 4-pack. This is what they look like created. So let me just go over the sticks real quick. If you've probably seen if you're a whitetail hunter, you've seen the Hawk products. They're amazing products. The Helium Sticks come in a 2-step or a 3-step. The 2-step is the one I chose because I wanted to basically add the 3rd step as an aider. And so I'll show you what I did. Let me unloop this real quick. You don't have to do this. It just extends the height that I can climb to with less weight than having a 3-stick setup. And it's a little more portable on my pack, which is the Sitka tool bucket. And I'll show you why I like that. So this is the Helium stick folded down. What I've done, I just had some climbing rope. This is a little bright. I'm sure most guys that whitetail hunt would say, hey, this is super bright. But I had some leftover rope. Having been familiar with climbing, and I love to rock climb with me and my boys, I was already comfortable with the idea of hanging in a tree or using ropes and systems. So that wasn't foreign to me. So if you're brand new to this, that might be one of those things you kind of have some apprehension towards wanting to get over. But anyway, what I've done with the Helium stick is I've tied 2 knots, a knot here and a knot there. And then I ran some PEX on the bottom, because what happens, it gives me a little bit of stability or a little bit of I guess, structure to the rope, because if not, the rope will just completely wrap right around your boot, and it's a little harder to get your foot in and foot out. So this actually works fantastic, and I would highly recommend it. And if you've got another system you're running, please comment below and let me know. Let us know what you're doing. So this is what I've done. The way I coil it up, I just bring these guys up, I put that on top, and then you saw me unwrap it. This runs a ratchet system, which does clank a little bit. I mean, I don't know how you get around that other than if you change it out for some webbing, and there's some webbing systems out there that you can utilize if you're comfortable doing that. And if you were a weight counter and really trying to save ounces, that's something you might do. So the Helium sticks from Hawk are essential. Sometimes I take 3, sometimes I take 4 to the field. The platform that comes with the Hawk system is relatively small. I've seen some bigger ones out there, but man, I'll tell you what, I kind of poo-pooed it, and I'll be truthful compared to some of the other ones, and I've got a couple other platforms. But using it this week, I've grown to really like this little guy. You can adjust the angle of it by using this screw right here. You can screw it in or out. What a lot of guys have recommended is that you have it tilted just a little bit up like this as it's on the tree versus flat or even down. But a lot of it depends on the tree you're on, if the tree is angled, if the tree is a little bit that way. And again, same type of system, ratchet, wrap it around the tree, and then loop that ratchet back onto the knob right there, and then just tighten it down. And then I always tighten it on the tree about halfway up, and then cam it down so it just brings it in solid. So here's your platform from Hawk. Great little platform. When it does get wet or super cold, this is a little slick, and I've thought about putting, taking some grip tape for like a skateboard and putting grip tape on that. And so that's probably my next kind of addition to the platform. The saddle, this is the Hawk saddle right here. It comes with this kind of insulated piece, which it just snaps on, snaps off. I've been running it on this week because the temperatures have been about 20, upper 20s, low 30s in the morning, and then evening sits have been in the low 50s to mid to upper 50s. This goes against your clothing. It doesn't go on the outside, which some people have thought that it does, but the way the harness is, the harness connects with a easy buckle, and leg loops are like a cam, and then your bridge just comes out here in the front. So it comes with the pad, comes with the harness, it comes with a single bag right here. You also comes with a back support, and I don't use this a ton, but I've used it enough that I really do enjoy it. If you're doing a longer or all day sit, this guy goes around the tree, and then you put it around like a lumbar area. So you have 2 points of contact from your safety line to the bridge, and then around this guy, and it makes it a lot more comfortable. For shooting though, it can get in the way on certain shots unless you are leaning out like this. But that is also included with the Hawk system. On the in the system as well come your lineman's, and the lineman's actually has this little basically it's like an ascender. It's a little bit bigger than other brands that I've seen out there, but very easy to use, and I really like the camming action on this. It does come with a prusik that you can use if you want to use the prusik, and then the safety line, which is what you put girth hitch around the tree when you get up there, and I usually put that around, you know, about forehead height. So those things come with it, and I just stow those right in this this accessory bag. The other thing that I've learned and that I've employed is I take, well, two other things. If you've never saddle hunted before, or you've always just tree stand, you've never had to worry about taking things up. So as I ascend the tree, and I've got the climbing stick with me, what I do is I have this bend. I put the first stick on, and I've got 3 sticks, and I actually hang them from my harness. So what I've done is I've taken this bendable wire, and it's kind of got this rubber coating on the outside, and that's what I actually feed up through the climbing stick, and then I just wrap it around itself, a couple twists, easy peasy. It just hangs off the side, 2 to my left. I usually go 1 to the right, and the reason I do that is because the right hand side is where I have incorporated a tow rope for my bow, and that goes neatly in there. And I actually use 2 carabiners because a lot of times I will unclip this from there. Instead of dropping the rope, I'll unclip it and clip it into the saddle or into something on the tree, so I don't have this rope hanging down. Or I'll bring it up and coil it and put it right in that pocket while I'm hunting. Kind of depends on the situation. So that's a really nice, handy piece to have, that pocket right there. So those are the couple things that I would do modification wise. Definitely look at adding that rubber coated rope or wire. Excuse me. It's invaluable. And then getting some sort of system or something that you want to do for pulling your bow up. The last 2 things that I do, I've got them right here. Check your state regs, because some places on public land you can't use a hook or something that pierces the tree. So in that case, you'll want to use like a daisy chain for climbing with a little cinch on it. There's a couple systems out there that you can purchase, and you wrap that around the tree with like an S-beaner, and then you can clip your pack. What I do is I use this guy from Hawk, and with the Sitka tool bucket that I use, I'm putting that on all the way, and it actually comes in and sits just like that on the pack. On the tree, and then I still have a place for my bow hold to hold my bow. So you can do that. What I do right there, or I'll run a second one. So I always put the pack on the right-hand side, just around the tree, so it kind of hangs there, but I can still access, or I can swing around the tree, grab my stuff and swing back to my platform. And then the little bow holder also from Hawk, I always put that on the left side, and I just hang that from my cam. So that's the way I kind of like to roll. So I've got my bow handy here, I've got food, water, other things I might need. Over here, grunt tube, rattle, the rattle antlers. And then the pack that I like to use is this Sitka tool bucket, like I said before. The one thing that I do like about this pack is the Hawk platform fits perfectly right in the front. Then you can bring that down, and then it's got a spot on the bottom where I connect and put my my climbing sticks. And I can hike, I could hike a mile if I needed to. This isn't a super supportive pack like for what I use. I have a Mystery Ranch that I use for Western hunting. And if I do go a lot farther, then what I'll use is the Mystery Ranch Treehouse, because it does have a more supportive frame. But for most intents and purposes, the Sitka Tool Bucket is really a great pack for this Hawk system. So I hope this has been informative or informational. I've got another video that we've done here in Kentucky on employing the system as I climb, and you can watch that video. In fact, we'll include a link below so that you can see in action kind of how it works. There's tons of resources online. That's how I learned, really, was watching enough videos and having a little bit of time to practice at ground level and just above. Felt very comfortable, and I would recommend doing that, and then dive right in and join the world of saddle hunting. If you have any questions about these Hawk products that we've talked about today, just give us a ring at blackovis.com. Call us up, chat us online, or leave a comment or question below. And if you've got some tips that you found in using this system, and I've used other systems, there's some great systems out there, but if you've been using the Hawk system and you've got some other tips and tricks you want to share, please leave that in the comments below. Have an awesome day and good luck this season.